你来参加，大家都很高兴。谢谢。
YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, what's your channel?
Taiwan, US. YouTube, Taiwan, US. But my website.
Okay, thank you. So your website shows this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
www.taiwanus.net. But my account is Taiwan US in search account. So you put YouTube Taiwan US, you can see the live. You want to come here at the center?
Yeah, you want to go center?
Good afternoon, welcome everyone. Thank you for coming. Good afternoon. On behalf of the World Mission Society Church of God, I'd like to say welcome and thank you for attending the grand opening of our new location here in Flushing, Queens. We're very happy to share this meaningful event with you, and we look forward to serving our community in this area. Then to properly introduce the Church of God, we'd like to present a brief introduction video. Please enjoy.
The Church of God, which began in Korea in 1964, has grown to have 400 churches all over the country, with its head office in Bundam as the center. The Church of God, which is located in every part of the nation, including the metropolitan area, is doing its best to deliver God's love. The Church of God Theological Seminary was established to raise the pastoral staff of the Churches of God worldwide. At each training institute, big and small events and various education programs are held. The Gospel of the Church of God, which began in Korea, has been preached to 175 countries, and now there are more than 2,500 churches throughout the world. Unlike the atmosphere of Western society, where Christianity deteriorates, wherever the gospel of the Church of God is delivered, it is overflowing with people who are eager for the truth. Especially in overseas churches, the gospel is actively preached not only to Koreans, but also to local residents. teachings of God, the members of the Church of God have moved the world by humbly serving their neighbors. The Church of God practices God's teaching to become the salt and light of the world. They go immediately wherever great disasters took place in the nation and help with disaster relief.
So thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
More kids were like you guys. I'm serious. This would be a wonderful place, wouldn't it? Our town's not helping us, but you guys are. Thank you.
Members also work voluntarily with all their heart when a sudden disaster hits the global village.
यस्तै काम गर्दै गएको भनेर मैले पनि सुनिहालेँ यही धन्यवाद
I want to say thank you to everybody at the Church of God for what they did for our entire state and all of our people during Hurricane Sandy. They were here, they volunteered, they gave with their hearts and their prayers and their love, and we appreciate it.
We just don't know how people manage without your help in the end, because it's just fantastic.
In 2003, when there was an arson attack at a Daegu subway station, they ran a free meal camp for 55 days, and at the site of the Seoul ferry tragedy, they carried out volunteer services to console the bereaved families. supports multi-sport events and enhances the nation's prestige.
우리 하나님 교회 우리 서포터십이 오셔가지고 대한민국 국민들의 품격이 한 단계 올라가고 광주 유니버셜 대회가 더욱 끝나게 될 것 같습니다.
The church's heartfelt efforts and devotion to communities and the nation were recognized, and the church was awarded the Presidential Group Citation in 2015, the Presidential Citation in 2003, and the Order of Merit in 2004. In this way, the Church of God set an amazing record of receiving awards from 3 Korean government administrations in succession. The Church of God will continue to take a powerful step towards a happy and beautiful world.
And as you can see, we are committed in serving our communities, following the example of Christ. And again, we are happy to be part of and to serve the Flushing community. So at this time, I'd like to introduce the East Coast Association leading pastor. Please let us welcome Pastor Daniel Lee.
Thank you all for joining us at our grand opening and ribbon cutting ceremony of the World Mission Society Church of God in Flushing. We are excited to be a part of this close-knit community. As you may have seen already from going through the tour of the church, Church of God believes in the existence of God the Father and God the Mother, who testified in the Bible. We keep the new covenant truth, the Passover established by the Jesus Christ 2,000 years ago, which we will be celebrating this coming Thursday, April 18. Passover was established by the Jesus Christ new covenant 2,000 years ago, but no one kept, but Church of God will keep. The coming 18th of April, this Thursday. To put God's teaching into practice, the Church of God carries out volunteer activities throughout the world, including blood drives and disaster relief efforts and environmental protection efforts, care for the elderly and children, and more. In the past, we have worked with the United Nations to provide assistance to countries facing disaster crises. And in 2016, the UN invited the Church of God to attend its third high-level conference to speak on our contribution to the welfare of the community. The Church of God has also been recognized by the numerous heads of state, including President of Korea through the Korean Presidential Award, Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom through the Queen's Award for Volunteer Service, and U.S. President Barack Obama and Donald Trump through the President's Call to Service Award. We hope that this event will not be the only time we meet. Our goal is that from here we can establish the relationship with each of you and work in unity to solve the needs of the Flushing community. Thank you so much.
And now at this time, we'd like to welcome you for the brunch that we've prepared for you. So please, once again, we'd like to say thank you so much for coming and welcome. And I hope I pronounced this right, but Wang Ying. Please enjoy.
Cheers, okay? Yeah. The water. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Sorry. Okay. What is this?